What's going on, people? Saturdays 4 till 7 p.m. Robert Bruce in the building. Homegrown on Capital Xtra. All the best in UK music. And my favourite artist that I like to bring into the building to chat to you guys, right? In front of me right now, I've got somewhat of a mystery, an open secret, some people might say. You've definitely heard his music as a vibe, man. A2.
My guy.
How are you doing, man?
I'm easy, man. What's poppin'?
First time in the building?
First time in the building. Been listening for time, but first time in the building.
Wicked. It's about time though, right?
Legit.
What's happening, man? How are you?
I'm here, man. I'm happy. I'm working. I'm busy, bro. Just surviving.
Busy's always good. Music's flowing. It seems like a lot of things are picking up right now.
New energies. Literally, that's what it's about. New energies in the surface, man.
100%. Well, for people that don't know you, yeah, I think it's only right we get to know where the mystery has come from.
Yeah,
Born and bred in Croydon, right?
Nah, raised in Croydon.
Raised in Croydon,
yeah,
okay,
raised in
cool.
Croydon. I was born
where?
in Southwark, man.
In Southwark, okay.
Yeah, Elephant and Castle. I was born there when I was like, I moved away from it when I was probably like 4 or something, 3. That's when I come to Croydon.
Quite young.
So therefore I've been raised from Croydon. So from there, primary school, everything, taken in the area, etc. Lifestyle, music. I've been a music fan from early, from early as I can remember, like literally. Probably a stupid age, like 3 or something.
Oh, really? That young?
Serious, like mad young, bro. I was vibes into music from early. Like, there's
what was
videos.
playing in the house them times?
There was mad old school. I remember in particular. What's his name? Man, it's gonna go from me now. What's his name? There's nothing like this. There's nothing like this. What's his name again? There's nothing like this. There's nothing like this. What's his name? This is it, my guy, Omar. Listen, I remember him from early, bro, from like 3 years old. So that specific song, anyway, that's what like I remember from way back, and taking it with me over the years. So as long as I can remember, man, young days.
When music was becoming your own, though,
yeah,
what was around you at that time?
That was like from the young days. I was taking in like Ludacris, Jay-Z, Timbaland, Eminem, like it was a lot of that style.
A lot of the US.
Yeah, but from like my sisters playing music, I was taking in like 702, 112. I was taking a lot of R&B, like yeah, man. I was taking in like Jodeci and stuff back in the day. So I was always in that kind of element of R&B, and it switched up when I got to like teenage days. That's when I can take control of my music and like, listen to whatever you want to listen to.
So what was on your playlist of your teenage days when it was strictly you?
If we're talking teenage, like 15 and I was grime heavy, man.
Okay, so you come up in the grime
era. I was into like So Solid, I was Dizzy, I was Wiley, I was listening to all of that. Like I had a cousin that told me about Speed Garage from early. I don't know none of their names, but I know like there's certain joints I used to love from them eras, man. It was crazy, man, but that was it. It was predominantly grime.
Did you make any grime?
I used to make hella grime.
Oh, really?
Mad grime, bro. I was making like beats. I was going to sets. I was doing sets with my guys from like Lewisham, Fatal Assassins, Younger Fatal Assassins, like a lot of people over there. And then from there, I was just making beats, man. It was me and Dot back in the day.
Those must have been competitive times, innit?
Yeah, man.
Fighting
you know the era. This is it. Like you got to, like everyone wants to jump and get a reload and all of that stuff there, man. But it was good energy at the time, man. It kept everyone competitive, everyone writing and stuff. So everyone's in a good space, man.
And that's when you started producing, or was you producing before that? When did
Semi-producing before, like trying to, you got like a PlayStation game you can produce on or something.
Yeah.
I was doing it on that, or like when I was at school. But besides that, I didn't really have until like 14. That's when I got like Fruity Loops.
The first time, okay.
Did you get me?
Yeah.
Then I was really in, because I was at home.
Really
now I was at home, I was cozy. I could just do it. Just me and the mouse and the screen. Yeah, we can just get this going. So I messed up the computer my time. Yeah.
Was it always music's the only way for you, or did you have other interests?
I was mad into technology and computers and stuff, man. So before that, it was like, if it wasn't that, it was normal kid stuff. But I was always into technology and games and stuff. So I was probably a gamer before music, man. But I feel like that's what every kid does. To be honest. I just love games, innit?
But music's always been the passion.
Yeah, it's always been like computers and that type of stuff. I was really into that. Like whatever it was on computers, I was involved.
Everyone always says that, like, A2, well, I've said it before, and the mystery, like, we don't know where you've come from, but you just drop music. I remember my first intro to you was probably 2015, Holograms.
Yeah, that was good times, man.
Yeah, Holograms time. I felt like that's when I became aware of your music. And then I went back to go listen to the EPs and the mixtapes and stuff like that. What was your mindset around them times?
I'm a showcaser, man. So them times I was like, yo, let me just showcase my ability, because I was changing. I was coming in like from a change of genre, and I was still like almost trying to find like, how can I do this? Like, what's my energy? How do I fit on these tunes correctly? So from there, it's more like I was trying to find myself in it. So I felt free. There was no pressure. There was no nothing. It wasn't like I'm in there to please anyone or please like, yeah, man. I was just enjoying stuff, like just making music for myself in order to like feel like, yeah, I'm achieving something. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So like, I just had it blessed from there, man. I was like locking it down, stayed in that era. It was a nice special one, man.
Because your style has become like somewhat relaxed. So to hear that you came from grime and that, it's a bit of a mad transition.
This is why I'm relaxed now.
A2, yeah. When did you become like A2 that we see you today?
It's probably like coming out of my teens, man.
All right.
Like teens, I was heavily involved in grime, bro. That's what I need to know. I was heavily involved. I was like, don't get me wrong, I was probably making more beats than I was making songs. But at the same time, I had like mixtapes out, because I got a mic in my room probably when I was like 18 or something, 17, something like that. So from there, I was just able to just work from home. Do you get me? Whereas them times there, you was paying like, I don't know, £40 for 2 hours in the studio or something. Do you get me? So this ain't feasible. Let me just cop a mic and do it from there. So from there, I was just doing stuff in my house. So I was making more beats than tunes, don't get me wrong. But I was putting out instrumentals. And the instrumentals were getting spammed by DJs and da-da-da-da-da. So I think the notoriety was more from instrumentals, man. And it was easier to make anyway.
Was you under A2 at that time?
It was like A to the G.
Okay.
More than anything. Because I even get messages now, bro. Like, this intro. Someone messaged me like literally probably a couple of days ago talking about an instrumental I made when I was like 15, bro.
Wow.
Like, you get me? So I'm like, this bit's there. Like, certain people have taken it as a time was like, yeah, my man was making beats, but I just switched out, man. Because when I got to 20, I was like, nah, I need to be in a space where I'm making stuff where I'm comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable like with lyrics on gram. I don't know, man. I feel like it's like, I don't know, not for everyone, but at the time when you're a teenager, the music is not a serious thing, innit? So when you're doing lyrics and you're doing all this other stuff, it's a play thing. I got to an age where I didn't want it to be a play. I didn't want you to meet me and think, oh yeah, that's the guy with that funny lyric about. Nah, man. I want things to be a bit serious, innit? Especially with music, innit? So I got to a point when I was like, nah, I need people to take me serious with my music and not listen to it and think, this is like good for the kids.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
To have fun.
My mum used to be like, turn that down. What's this?
Oh, for real.
Do you get me? So if an older person saying that to me, I'm like, you can't vibe to this. This ain't universal. It's a bit secluded. So I tried to go to a place that's more for everyone. You get me? Or for a wider majority of people. So then come 20s now, I just said, yeah, let me flex and do me. So I just found a space that was nice for me.
Cool. I said I came into you through holograms, yeah? When do you feel like more people took you in than your local area? When did you feel the attention that your music was bringing you?
I feel like probably a year after that.
So like 2016.
Yeah, probably around double times. Because that was a time of when Blue was originally supposed to drop.
Okay, all the way back then?
Yeah, it was supposed to originally drop sometime in 2016, but it dropped 2017. So I think from then there was a little bubble up. So I think about 2016.
Yeah.
But even now I probably think it's still small, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I still can't even say like, I still feel like it's underground work, you get me?
Yeah.
In where my head thinks it needs to go, do you get me? So I'm like, but where the majority of people saw, I thought probably for 216, man.
Okay.
After double.
You've mentioned double, so I think it's only right we play it, man. Can you introduce this track for me, please?
Yo, this is double X2 A2.
What's happening, crew? Saturdays 4 till 7 p.m. Robert Bruce in the building, chilling with A2. Found out a little bit about his history, and I think it's about time we found out about the man himself, yeah? Listen to what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you 6 questions.
Yeah.
You have to answer the first thing that comes to your head. The aim of this bit is to not take time. Yeah?
Let me be quick.
Yeah?
I will try.
What is your favourite place to eat out?
Tesco's.
Tesco's.
Yeah, first thing that comes to mind.
All right. I've never ever had that answer before.
You know what it is? Let me keep it G-Raw. I get water from Tesco's every day.
Oh, swear.
Every day, man. You gotta drink 2 liters, innit?
Yeah. So you go get the big bottle.
This is it.
Name one thing that motivates you in life.
Money.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what aspect? Getting it, maintaining it,
Getting it, because it brings other things.
Okay, cool.
This is it.
What is your idea of the perfect first date?
It has to have no plan. I like places with no plan.
So you just like free?
Yeah, man. No, we're gonna go eat here, then we're gonna do this. Like, just freedom of space, you get me?
I hear that. You know, it's not too bad either. If you could have a conversation with one person in the whole world, dead or alive, who would it be?
It's probably cliche, but Tupac.
Yeah? Why?
He just had a mind state that was like interesting, man. So it'd be nice to explore that mind state and gain something from it. Especially musically. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. He's mad impactful.
He was so ahead of his time.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So picking that would be good, man.
Cool. You did the Red Bull Culture Clash a few years ago, yeah? If you had to pick a team of UK artists, 5 to represent, who would you pick today?
I would pick Octavian, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah. I assembled the Avengers. It's got to be Octavian, Bane, Sus, include myself?
No.
So just 5 others, yeah?
Yeah. Your team captain, so you will be there.
I'm going to put Young Fume in there.
Okay.
I'm going to put my guy Fee in there.
All right, then.
Those are my 5 Avengers, guys.
All right, last one. What is your idea of success?
It's a personal one, man. I feel like everyone's got personal achievements and personal goals they need to make, man. Mine is like within music. Like, one of the successes in music is like, for me, fulfilling that impacting people in more than just, you get me, I'm making a hype song or blah, 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 blah. You're taking it further on down in life and line. You get me? Like 10 years on, 20 years on, blah, 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 blah. So it could be as minimal as that. Like, that is success to me in musicality, if that makes sense. But in the wide scheme of things, we're just talking about music. I'm sure you know what this is. It's like total domination.
Yeah.
And you get me? Like, but nah, if I'm talking my real success is like my music touching people and going further and down the line, man. That's success, man. I like that.
Sounds like a good plan, man.
This is
Definitely
it, man,
guys. Part of your persona, right, has been built up as the person we don't see too much, the person that's not out here too much like that.
Yeah,
is that intentional? Or is that just how you are in life?
Well, I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm from South. I'm from Croydon. Do you get me? So raising up through that time, through that era of when I was raising up, you wasn't you wasn't about, you wasn't loud. You get me? Like, no one around me was in that mind frame. Everyone was low key. You get by, you do your thing, and you cut. So coming from that space and from that time, like, that's how I move through everything. Like, it's the less noise is the better. Okay. And it's gonna be out here making noise for no reason. Do you get me? So it just comes from that, man. Everyone's feel to do on purpose, like I'm Batman or something, like I'm trying to hide and that. Like, nah, man. It's just a natural behavior. I'm like, I'm not where everyone is, but I'm here. If you see me, you see me. A lot of people catch me in the most random spaces, bro. I'll be in like somewhere like random, like Kingston. Yeah. I was in Kingston shopping one time, bro. Some random guy just pulled up on me, talking to me about this music thing, but he tried to play it all slowly, like he didn't want to say who I was and that. But I was like, nah, man, it's all good, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, but after I was like, bro, this is Kingston. I would be cozy, like, I'm relatively low key, do you get me? Like, I'm out here, man. I'm about. You guys see me around, but you know what I mean?
I remember the first time I saw you, because I'd been a fan of your music. It was actually this summer.
Yeah.
At Wireless. Like, bro, that's actually him. And I actually came up and spoke to you like, yeah, man's a fan still. Do you know what I mean? But it's cool because you were just so genuine, so calm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, I'm calmly with it, man. I'm cozy still. That was a decent wireless as well, man.
Yeah, it was calm.
That was
cool.
A decent wireless.
Well, it was good. We enjoyed ourselves out there.
No,
man.
Word. Activated, man. I even see that. What's that? Someone reminded me, man. I see that online stuff. I can't remember who it was. Someone was beefing online.
Who?
Some Americans, man. Someone had a fight.
What was his name?
Did that happen over here?
I think so. I've forgotten his name. There was.
Yeah, man. Did that happen over here? Because someone was like, yo, remember that happened over there? So I was like, oh, snap, I see you, man.
Yeah.
That was a good wireless, man.
It was, man. And what was good for you as well, 2017, yeah? A lot seemed to happen.
Yeah, man. It's active, yeah.
Colour Session, that's 2017. The tour with Stormzy, what was that like, touring the UK?
Bro, that was an eye-opener, man. That was like #1 album tour. Seeing boy at his work, he get me in his element, like shutting down stadiums, like 5,000 people and that. Like, that was inspirational, man. It was needed for that time of where I was. Do you get me? Because I thought musically I'd learned enough. And it was more about performing. Do you get me? So to see, going like Red Bull and seeing people perform, like I was seeing like Daniel Caesar and everyone perform over there. So I'm seeing so many different people at a stage in their game, in their career and performing. I'm like, yo, I'm taking it, man. So
what did you learn?
There's a way of like, even within yourself, bro, there's a way of like conducting yourself that you don't have to have mad energy and jump around and all of this stuff. Because I'm seeing people sit down and play guitars, making the crowd go crazy. Do you get me? So from there, like I got into a place where my mind thought you have to be on a jump around thing to get everyone going. But from watching people perform, I'm like, yo, it's about meticulously, if we want to talk, there's about types of songs. You can say that, yeah, there's a type of song that's going to get everyone going. Or otherwise you just think, yeah, there's a mood and there's a energy that you permit yourself that's going to get people rocking, you get me? So watching all of that, as I said, seeing Storms at work, shutting down all these shows, Bricks and O2, like, bro, it was a mad view, man. There was like, how many days? I want to say 14. I feel like there was 14 days, right? Those were about 14 days, bro. So literally, doing every one of them.
The city, like even life on the road, it must be so different. Had you done anything that long before?
That was literally the first of everything.
Oh,
that was the first of even like doing like 2,000 and a half people.
Okay.
Do you get me? So I'm like, that was literally like a way of like, I don't know if it's God saying, yo, bro, you're gonna need that. So you get it now. You get me?
This might not even be for this time right now.
You know, like that, but take the experience, and because I'm a man, like even after I jump off stage, like every time I'm analyzing, do you get me? Like, cool, so how can we, do you get me? How was this? So after doing all of those days, bro, as you can imagine, by 14, I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Even put me at a certain place where now I'm comfortable with doing certain places, certain venues, and conducting myself in a certain way. Do you get me? Like all that stuff, man, it helps, man. I said it's big inspiration.
100%. You dropped Blue also. You said it was meant to come 2016.
Yeah, man.
How much of it was done? Or did going on that tour influence it at
Blue's
all?
a spooky thing, man. Going on tour didn't influence anything. Blue's done by tour.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, there's like 3 versions of it, man.
Really?
There was an original version that had like some other tunes from prior that I didn't release, but sampling and all this other stuff. You got to pay X amount. Okay, all right, cool. We got to do something else. So off of the back of that and me changing over the period of all that happened and thinking, cool, I'm kind of in this kind of space now. Things just got delayed and pushed back, so it got into that time. But I still feel like everything's in perfect timing, man. It's only like, it only feels delayed because it's spoken about. Do you get me?
Like we wouldn't have known. I remember, I think when you dropped it, you must have done like an Instagram live or something. And randomly, I was just watching it. I asked a question like, oh, what did you learn through doing this project? But it'd been done so, like it'd been done before, so you'd already come so far since then.
Do you get me? Like and I'm a man, like I try and stay in tune with that because I go through phases. Sometimes it might be a personal song. Sometimes I might just be in like a whatever kind of mode. But when I'm in personal mode, like I have to show growth in somewhere. Do you get me? So I can't just be on a thing where I'm just, it's just tune and I'm not understanding that, yo, as a person, what you're speaking about and what everything, there's growth in it. So what I'm saying 2 months, 3 months, 4 months ago might be a different mind frame, anything that I'm trying to even let people perceive. Do you get me? So going through that, handling a project, for me, it's like, yo, bro, you gotta like, it's either you gotta say that's it, case closed, it's done, leave that, move on to the next, or you just have to, I don't know, man. I've learned now that it's kind of like even like letting people listen to it before it drops. Before I went through a period like I was in close, I was like, nah, man, I'm just running my thing. This is good. 1 or 2 people hear it. Yeah, man, we're good, we're ready to go. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But now going forward, I'm in a space of now, man. You have to feel like I have to have a feeling now. Alright, cool, let me play it. So even if I go away, if I'm in America and stuff, I'm like, yo, let me play this shit and see the reactions. Even when other people from other countries are listening, I have to see a general reaction. Do you get me? Even in your face. What is this? It's corny. Do you get me? Like, so that's what I'm on now, man. But Blue was a big learning curve, man. I put like a lot into Blue, like lyric wise, production wise, all of that stuff. Like that goes without saying. Like it's unsaid. Like people just think it's a project, just give it. Nah, like
it's a piece of you.
Do you get me? Like there's a lot of work that goes into it, like mixing the mastering and like tailoring every little bit of the audio. Do you get me? Like of 12 songs, yeah, minus even one.
Okay.
So Harley Quinn's like a missing piece of the puzzle that's supposed to be in there to make the piece feel a certain way. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So it's all thought about in that way, man.
That's cool. It's so interesting to hear you speak about it, man. We want to get to talking about Purple as well, which is the latest one.
Yeah.
But first, can we play a track from it, please?
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce this one?
Always. Wait. This is one there. Flex.
Do both. Just do 2 versions and then we're going to push for the risk.
This one is from my latest EP, Flex Lufa.
And then do one for the risk, please.
This one's from my latest EP. This one's called The Risk.
What's going on, Capital Xtra? It's your boy Robert Bruce in the building. Saturdays 4 till 7 p.m. Homegrown, chopping it up with A2. And we spoke about you being on tour with Stormzy, right?
Yeah.
Your Coco show looked mad.
Yeah, man.
How was that for you? Was that your first headline, or had you done headlines?
I done two previously.
Okay.
At like, I think the first one was 200 cap. The second one might have been about 500 cap. So then to raise up to that one, as I said, working with Storms was a like preparation almost, because it was big numbers, it was thousands. So then when it come to Coco, we're ready, man. Me and Akko literally just doing up live, man.
I hear that, man. And it's so interesting because I think if I want to go to an A2 show, do I want to sit down? Do I want to be in the crowd going mad?
Nah.
I don't know what it is.
Never
You know what I mean?
sit down.
Never want to sit down.
As mellow as some of the joints are, it's never.
Really?
Because then we got other joints to switch it up.
Videos and stuff.
Yeah, bro, we got other joints to switch it up, man. There's even older songs that I haven't even performed yet. And people are always on to me like, yo, perform this, you got to do this song, you got to do that song. I'm like, yo, we might have to just do a mad like 2-hour show one time. It's like serious, and it's like jam out all of these tunes, man, because there's so many like personals that people taking from back in the day. We still need to run these, bro.
Yeah.
Like all night, we didn't even do them at Coco. I feel like Coco was blue, a little bit of red.
Red, yeah. What is your thing with the colours? Is there a thing behind it, or?
It's all unintentional, bro. Everything is unintentional. Like blue, when I first thought of blue, it was probably like 2013, bro.
Wow.
And it was supposed to be like amongst the EPs that I was doing. Just another little EP. So then it wasn't even a thing I thought about, I'm going to do a colour scheme now. So then when I've got to this point now, while blue was coming out, I was just in a state of, nah, man, like I'm in a different space with my recording. I feel a type of way. Like, the stuff's going on, I feel, do you get me? So I'm like, nah, I can't, what can I do? So it just so happens, I'm like, it only makes sense for me to do a red. That's how I'm feeling. That's how my energy is. It's a bit, you get me, more up, it's more flared. I thought, nah, man, it's not down like blue. It's not what I'm recording right now, isn't like that. So reds come about in some way, shape or form. And then after that, the creative process now, I'm just thinking, it's kind of a mix of both. So, in it making sense with the release, red and blue is just purple.
Okay, and that's what brought us to this point here.
So even sonically and sound-wise, I'm trying to say, it's a blend of both. It's not as down and low as and rappy as blue, but it's not as I say, like, I don't know, red's a bit, it's a bit of both. It's more up-tempo, but it's still got grittiness and a down-tempo.
Behind it in a way.
Yeah, man. After I got to a certain point, I'm like, yeah, man, this has to make sense now. It has to make sense as a release. Do you get me? So it's a mixture of both, man. But the free, I don't feel there's gonna be any more, man. People always come to me like, yeah, you're gonna do green, you're gonna do yellow, you're gonna do pink. I'm like, nah, man, I don't know about all that. We don't continue it that much, man. So right now we just got those three.
Cool. Talk to me about the creation process of Purple anyway. Shorter than blue. Yeah. Was it like intentional or
man,
just felt right, yeah?
Well, I definitely thought, coming off the back of like doing so many projects, I'm in a space where I'm like, I don't want to give you like 600 projects. You get me? I want to keep it short and precise. Because someone always says to me, I got a friend, she always says to me, why are you giving me 5 songs? Why are you giving me 6 songs? But she don't understand, I can't give you 12, 13 every time. You get me? That's just crazy. That's like albums after albums after albums, mixtapes. So I just thought about it for me wise, I was like, nah man, I'm trying to give a precise number. So I just asked like all my friends and my peers, like, if I was to drop something, what's a nice even number? People said about 4 or 5. So I thought, instead of me getting a shout where people like, yo, you're being tight, like, run some more tunes. Alright, let me just give 5 in it, like half a 10, like, let me just give 5. So from there, it was literally like, as I said, there's finding a mixture between red and blue. I was trying to find a blend. Even what I created at the time was kind of, but like, I'm a fine tuner, man. I'll fine tune. I listen to a lot of music daily. Like even like when I don't want to, I'm hearing some form of music, I might like it. So it's about fine tuning and getting it. So I think the first one we done was Flex. I think Flex. That was one of my guys. One of my guys even named it. I didn't even name it.
Okay.
I didn't even name it. I was just saying Flex in the chorus, bro. But he was turning up. I was playing in the joint. Like I was like 3 of my guys. They're turning up in the kitchen, just chilling. He's turning up. He's like, yo, this is Flex. He's Flex Louis Ferreira. I'm like, yo, I like that. That's heavy. So from there we named it there. But from that, I kind of had a thought in my head of how I wanted it to go already. I was like, yeah, this is the feel I need to give. But even then, it's supposed to be like, people keep thinking like I'm just a wintertime kid. Although I've said that, like, yeah, I'm winter's winner. I can claim that. That's the mood. We can set that tone when the wintertime comes, like, but there's other vibes. So this one is more like, this is a summary, kind of uplifting, kind of in terms of the other ones, man. So from there, it's just like a following. I think even in order of how the tracks go is how they were made. So literally is a following, like working with producers. My guy P2J, he's cooked up Flair. Chefed out, that's a heavy one. Everyone loves that. They love the beat. Everyone goes mad for beat. People want instrumentals to do versions, and I'm like, yo, chill. So what else we got? We got The Risk was made last. I made it after I came back from LA. So that was me.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah, man. We got Clones produced All In All Out. I produced Flex. Flair's done by P2J. Analog Waves done Southside, and I done The Risk. So I done 2, and then my other guys done the other 3, right? Yeah. But I done All In All Out in LA as well, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man. I like to go there and just take a vibe. You catch a
vibe when you go there?
Bro, every time, man. I made West Hollywood Truce in LA.
Okay.
Yeah. I think one more now, that wasn't even LA. But outside of recording, outside of my base, there's like not a lot of selected places I record, man. Because I like to just take in a vibe and chill, like, you know what I mean? So those are the only joints, man. But I love taking trips, just go there, taking a vibe. And at the back of that, we got All In All Out and The Risk. And then Flair was obviously done, Octavian Suspect and Bane. And
assembled the Avengers, as you said, for
me?
that one. How
just
did that
have a different flavour, man. This is me just thinking like, I need to cover all corners of the wall, do you get me? You need to paint all 4 corners of the walls, bro. So after listening back, there was other songs I had on the project. I was like, nah, man, we need an extra layer. That should be something. And people got this thing about me like I don't do features. Like I'm just like some run around like, nah, just let me just have this to myself. Nah, man, I'm just a guy like I just take time with things, and like it has to feel right, it has to be organic. You get me? I can't just be in the moment, just let me steal a song. So it's felt organic enough. Octavian's my guy, Bane's my guy, Sasha's my guy. So to broaden it out and say, alright, cool, let's do something that I don't think anyone's expecting. What did it sound like?
Yeah, we wasn't
You get me?
expecting.
No one's even known. I don't even know what it's going to sound like. Do you get me? Because even from the jump, there was no specific beat.
Okay.
There was no idea of, okay, this is going to be the tune. It just so happened it came. I just laid down a verse. I thought, alright, cool. It might, if we get something else on it. They didn't even have a chorus, bro.
Okay.
Do you get me? So it just had nothing. When I got over to Octavian, it's just me.
All right.
So there was no alley, there was no outline, and I didn't tell to anyone like, yo,
no blueprint. Like,
do you get me? This is not. Talk about this, and yo, it's Flair, bro. Do you get me? Just do you, like, permit you, show you at your best ability. So this came about from there, man, and then Sus just ended it and blessed it with that precise chorus. You get me? It's to the point. So then from there, you got the Avengers, man. Yeah, I don't think there will be another joint like that, man.
Yeah, that lineup was strong. I'm not gonna lie to you. That lineup was strong.
It was like so, as I said, unexpected. No one thought, yeah, boom, what? All these 4 on the track. So yeah, man.
Okay, before we get into it, I'm gonna play it before you leave, right? Where can we find you? What's coming up next? Before you go ghost on us again.
Yeah, low key as I'm about, man. I'm on the social. You search A2, I'm on there. Show wise, we're about, man. Always stay tuned for the shows because I'm flying, and you know whenever I'm flying, you have to land down and do something
no
bad.
Seats, no sitting down at the A2
No sitting
show.
down, B. It's me and Hacko doing live every time.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So yeah, man, we're definitely about, man. Just look out for A2 anyway.
Wicked. Thank you for coming in, man. Can you please introduce this last song for me, man?
Yo, this is the last vibe for me, the guy A2. This is Flair featuring Octavia and Young Bane and Suspect Show.